I gotta tell you. Well, nobody's here, so I should say that. I was gonna say I'm gonna tell you, but there's nobody to tell. Okay, sign in. This again. It's a little tiring. A little tiring. I tell you, it's I haven't been streaming, or I haven't been streaming. I haven't streamed in a little while because my mother was in town last week, and I intended to stream on Tuesday, and nothing worked. I mean, nothing worked. So, oh, here it is. Watch history's off. Okay, so what's the problem? Okay, so why is this not working now? It says it's signed in. Let's close this window after signing in. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, so why is that one working? That one seems to be fine. Okay, all right, sure, okay. All right, now it seems to be working. Everything is not working. It's almost funny. But yeah, the other night on Tuesday, everything just was nothing was working. Absolutely nothing worked. And I tried to fix it for about 10 minutes, and I said, you know what? I am way too irritated by this to possibly want to even do anything. So I didn't, because I don't think streaming when I'm very, very angry at the thing I'm using to stream, I just don't think that's going to be a great experience for anybody. So let's do a quick test. And it was starting to seem that way. Test one. Okay, I heard the noise, and I see it. Good. Okay, so that works. That's from the right account. Test 2. That's from the correct account. And let's do test 3. Okay, it's all working. So I see it in the, I see some of it in the multi-stream window, but that's okay. I don't need that really. I've got this here. But why is it that I don't see, the window should be showing up. Why is it not showing up? Let's take a look. All the messages are, so I know that part's working. Is it this? Doesn't appear to be. Let's see. Not that this is a huge deal. Streamlabs. No, it's not Streamlabs. It would be Social Stream. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't even show up there. Wait, I did hit the button. No, I did. It's right there. Well, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what? It's working enough. All right, let's get going here. So let me hit enter, and enter, and enter, and enter, and enter, and enter, and enter. Come on, switch windows. Thank you. Enter. Boy, everything is just trying not to work today. It's kind of astonishing, really. All right, let's quit out of here. And let's see here. Let me check. I got my alerts, so that is working. All right, so we'll post the public feeds here so people can see it. All right, that's a good sign. Maybe. All right, and let's do that right there, and shoot that out. Post that there, and we are done with that part. And so the only part left is to hit the share button here and give that several minutes, because for whatever reason, Instagram takes forever to post from the desktop. I don't know why. While I wait for that, let's go ahead and do our opening. Turn that back off. Oh boy, that's not right. Hold on, sorry. Got it. Ooh, just in time. Just in time. Let's turn that sideways. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's move the keyboard. There we are. And we'll move my little wrist thing here, which becomes, oh, now why did it not update? That's so weird. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it gets stuck because I rotated it. It's bizarre. I mean, well, let's just do this. Okay, well, item 0 isn't anything. There we go. I fixed it. Sometimes you just have to do that. All right, so it looks like everything is working. Levels look okay. Instagram is done. Close that window. Thank you very much. I don't know why the social stream window isn't showing up. I have no idea. I can see it. I can see it very clearly. And yet it does not show up, and there is no option for it anywhere else. Doing that's not going to do anything, but let's just see. I'm just going to flip it back and forth just in case it does actually fix something, but I don't think it's going to. So social stream had an update. Maybe that broke something. If it did, oh, wait a minute. Is it this? Oh, they changed the way that the lettering looks. Okay. It's working now. All right. Well, better late than never. So anyway, okay. All right. Well, let's see. So I was working on this. I've started sketching some eyeballs in here because this is a nice Halloween-y image. This is the existing skull that I had with the tentacles, and now I've got basically, because this is meant to be on a shirt, so I want this to kind of go down the front of the shirt in some form. And so I've got some eyeballs happening here, and I will probably mess around. This may not just be a simple black border like this. I don't know yet. I've got to figure that out. It probably will not be. I think it's going to end up being something else. So let me get a drink of water really quick while I'm here. So I see somebody's here. So hello, whoever you are. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for the rocky start, but that's just been par for the course lately. Like I said, last week I didn't stream because my mother was in town. And I went to do it Tuesday. And when I tell you nothing worked, I mean nothing worked. And then today, I thought today was going to get hosed too, because Streamlabs automatically, in fact, I'm going to see if I can turn that off. Streamlabs just automatically started updating itself, and it just couldn't figure out how. It just got stuck. Hello, Timber Dragon. That's okay. This is my first stream in over a week, so don't worry about it. If you can't stick around, you can't stick around. That is perfectly fine. As I always say, it's fine if you can stick around. It's fine if you can't. I don't... Streamlabs let control your computer. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's the problem. I had to do basically not really a clean install of Streamlabs, but I had to do I don't know, I had to do something else. Okay, I guess you can't tell it not to automatically update. Well, I'll figure that out later. Anyway. That's okay. Like I said, stick around. It's okay. I understand. I completely get it. So anyway, let's get back to the eyeballs here. And I don't know if it's going to be... Let me do one quick thing here. Let me put a new layer. On this layer, let's go... What is that? Where is that from? That's got to be... Where is that from? Whoa, look at those. Where are those from? They've got to be from one of these... Oh, that layer had white lines in it. Huh. I must have accidentally... That's really interesting. Hold on, let's clean that up. Oh, I have a nice brand new tip on my Apple Pencil. Because I heard it make a noise the other day and I went, no, I don't want to scratch the glass. So brand new nice tip on the Apple Pen. Oh, no, that's okay. That's fine. Oh, no, don't erase that much. But I must have accidentally drawn some stuff in white pen. That's fine. I can heal that up. That's easy. Jeez. Didn't even notice it because of the white background. See, that's one of the reasons I don't like having the white background turned on, because it's very easy to miss things and not even realize that you'd made a mistake. Okay, got it. All right, let's get rid of all that. God, there's some down there too. Look at all this. It's a mess. Not good at all. Eesh. Yeah, but I couldn't see it because the white background was on, so I didn't even notice all this. Not a huge deal. These are just sketches, so no real harm done, but annoying certainly. Okay, I think I got it all cleaned up now. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to that background layer, and well, I'm not going to use white because I already just realized that I made a mistake with that. So let's go ahead and make. Okay, I need this. Is this paint? Yeah, it is. Well, we're going to make that much bigger. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and just paint this in with this gray color, just so it's got something in the background. But I've seen the mistake of using white, so I'm not going to do that. But I just feel like white shows up really, really bright on the actual stream, and it's not great on my eyes either. So Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and make this a grayscale color, just to have something in the background to stop it from being completely white and just blowing out the screen. Because like I said, it doesn't feel great on my eyes, and I doubt it's good for anybody looking at it either. So there we go. But that way it still shows up. That's fine, Timber Dragon. Take as long as you need to. It's okay. I don't, you know, if you gotta go, it's perfectly okay. I mean, I appreciate you being here, don't get me wrong. But if you have stuff to do and you're kind of bouncing in and out, perfectly fine. I get that not everybody can just sit around for an hour and, you know, watch me do stuff. That's okay. All right, so let's keep going with the eyes here. Get myself a new layer. And yeah, I'm just doing different eyes, and there's kind of skin in here. You can tell that that's, let me fix this. Let me fix these. Well, I guess they're technically teeth. There they are. Let's just fix those lines so that we've got them. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a sketch layer. Going to be redrawing a lot of stuff anyway, so okay, that's fine. I think that was the only major place. Yeah, that was it. That was really all. Okay. Oh, I tell ya. Yeah, so Tuesday was a mess. I mean, I really tried, and I just got... I ended up in a frame of mind that I realized it would not be good to stream in. Because I don't ever want to stream in a bad mood just to say, oh, I'm streaming because I usually stream. I don't think that's good. I know some people who do that. Who are like, oh, even if I'm not in the mood, I'm going to stream. And I sort of get the mentality, but I don't think that's a really great way to do something. I don't think if you're not in the right frame of mind that you should be doing anything just because you feel you're obligated to. So I got to a certain point. I said, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. If this thing isn't working in 5 minutes, then I'm not doing it. Sure enough, in that 5 minutes, I could not get anything to function. And I knew it was temporary stuff, just the nature of what was going on. I could tell it wasn't a permanent thing. I'm going to move this down because I don't want them to be that close. That spacing is too close. Okay, now I'm probably on the... Oh, no, I'm still in the independent. Okay. Actually, you know what? That lines up pretty good, except this. I don't like that, but everything else kind of lines up all right. Yeah, so I just got to a point. I'm like, yep, you know what? And I just literally got up. Didn't even turn the computer off. Just got up and said, nope, I'm not streaming tonight. And I walked out. Walked out of the room. And just let myself be irritated for a little bit, and then I was fine. But I really don't think it would have been a good stream. Because, like I said, streaming if you're not in the right frame of mind, I don't think it benefits anybody. I really don't. Because, yes, you could say, well, I did a stream this week, but I don't know. Is that really good? Hold on. I messed that circle up. I meant that to be a circle. And I clicked the wrong thing. That one, I think for that one, I think this one I'm just going to do like a weird kind of this. Let's see if that circle is centered. Not really, but that's okay. Oh, no, okay. Well, that's not okay. If we're going to do another circle, it's got to be somewhat centered. So let's do this. And then I can move it, and then I can just flatten the layer down. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, there we go. All right, punch that layer down. Got it. Yeah, okay. All right. And then I'm also doing these kind of just little pockets of what will end up being like exposed muscle and that type of thing in there. So there will be that. So I'm kind of weaving that in between these other things. Because like I said, you know, kind of a Halloween monstery image. So, which this will probably be the last... Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, it will. This will... No. I don't think this will be the last stream before Halloween. It will probably... I think there might be one more. I was going to stream on Halloween, but I'm actually... Halloween's a Tuesday, right? Isn't it? Is it Halloween Tuesday? Oh, no, it isn't. No. Okay, wait, no. So maybe I will do a... I had the calendar wrong. I'm looking at it right now. No. So actually, no. I will be doing a... Thursday. I will do a Halloween stream. That's great. Oh, sweet. Okay, good. So I will plan to do a Halloween stream. That's good. I didn't think I thought it was Tuesday for some reason, and I'm doing a podcast recording on Tuesday, so I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Reviewing a great movie from the 90s Clive Barker film called The Lord of Illusions. Movie that is not as fondly remembered as it should be. While not a perfect film, I enjoy it quite a bit, so I will be talking about it for, I'm sure, a few hours with my now frequent movie review collaborator, Dr. Douglas Bielmeyer. So yeah, we'll be talking about that film. You know what I want to do? Because I kind of have these teeth up here. Let's do more of something similar. Hey, Timber Dragon, welcome back. Something similar where I want to have it like a mouth. Kind of mouth like that. Did I put a new layer or did I not? Hold on. I didn't. So let's fix that right. Actually, you know what? I don't have to fix that. Now I'll put a new layer. And what I want to do is, let's see what we can do here. Just get some teeth here. So we'll just create some teeth. And I'm not even going to worry about where they're placed in the mouth. Let's see. We started decorating for Halloween. Yeah, we don't do a ton because our house is on a fairly busy street, so we really don't get many people because, unfortunately, where we live, sorry, I'm yawning, where we live, a lot of people speed. And honestly, if I had kids, I probably wouldn't let them walk on the street either. So we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. We just don't. We do, so we have our stuff up, but we don't really go crazy like we used to because there's just not too many people that actually get to see it. I mean, we still do. So yeah, we have, let's see, what do? We don't do anything like the giant skeletons, anything like that, because again, it's just nobody's really going to see it but us. But this year, what did I do? I have some orange pumpkin lights up. Just some simple string lights are up. And what else did we do? We have stuff around. We have some pumpkins around. And I think we're going to do some Halloween-themed painting, where we do actual painting outside. And then we have some outside lighting, and I switched it from its normal green color, which is just because, it's kind of like a plant color, to orange. So we got some lighting going on. So yeah, we do something. We don't do a lot, like I said, because there's just not a lot of kids on the street. So, and again, I understand why. People drive like lunatics around here, so it's really too bad because I think probably we would get more. Sorry, I'm so yawning. I'm not really tired or anything. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. So we would probably get more kids if people weren't such idiots about driving, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So we don't go too far overboard the way some people do. We have people around. Yeah, I love Halloween. So I like it when people do a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I understand when people don't, because that it number one, it can get expensive. All this stuff now is kind of where it used to be, you didn't see as many people doing things. Like now you have the giant, like the Home Depot giant skeletons and all that stuff. It's become very trendy to have these big decorations and everything. And of course, anytime that happens, all the prices go up. So it's now not as cheap as it used to be. So yeah, that's the problem. It's everywhere. It's not just here. It's people drive stupidly all over the place. And it ruins it because then, like I said, I don't blame parents who are afraid to let their kids wander around because it gets dark very quickly now. And even if you're really paying attention, if you're going that fast, you can't stop. Or you can, but you don't know if... I wouldn't as a parent take that chance. So I get it. I really do. I understand why they don't do it as much. But it's a shame because when I was young, we would go trick-or-treating all night. I mean, it was a whole thing. We would leave the house Again, because it's fall, it gets dark earlier. So we would leave our house around, I want to say 5:30 or 6. And I'd go meet up with probably 6, 7, 8 of my friends. And there were all groups of people like that. And we would walk all over the place. And we wouldn't come back till like 10, 11 at night. I mean, we'd be out for 4 or 5 hours. And it was great because it was just, there was people everywhere. And we were lucky. We were on a particularly busy street. Maybe we wouldn't have if we had. But I just remember there was a lot more of it. And I think now it is that people are just kind of more wary of it. And we had all the, the scare stories about, be careful. There might be razors in your candy, stuff like that. This isn't anything particular. I'm taking this, I missed that spot. I'm taking this skull image I did earlier, and I'm adding this bar full of eyes and teeth and skin and muscle and bone and stuff because I want this to be on a shirt. So eventually this will be kind of the center of a shirt. It's not really anything in particular. It's just different things, shapes that I kind of like for Halloween type stuff. So that's really all it is. In fact, I got to do some more up here. Let me put some stuff here because there has to be something up here. It can't just be empty. So we'll just put some kind of skinny type stuff here. Not go too crazy, but just have some things in the background up there. And then just have this kind of like this. Because then I don't want to overpower the skull. I want to have that be a prominent thing. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because with a shirt, you kind of have that. I mean, this would be an interesting bookmark. I'm sure there are sites that let you make bookmarks, so I would not be opposed to this being a bookmark, but it's designed to be kind of down at the center of a shirt. Because obviously with a shirt, most times when you get shirts made, places that print them, they have this narrow kind of vertical area. God, this yawning is terrible. They have this narrow vertical slice down the center of the shirt. Although the places I get my shirts, Threadless made, they now have shirts where you can have the whole shirt covered in a pattern. So I kind of have to think that way too, because I'm so used to doing this type of shirt design where it was focused on the center. But now that they're doing this kind of covered shirt thing, I'll probably mess around with that too. Let me do a quick new layer here. And make an eyeball right there, because why not? And then just erase. Whoa, wrong eraser. Wrong eraser entirely. There we go. Make that just kind of an angry eye up in the corner here. Yeah. Just one looking up. Which makes me think maybe this should be an eyeball too. Yeah. Let's put a circle here. Okay, and then that right there. And we'll just do a little bit of erasure right there. There we go. Okay. So now back to the bottom. So probably one more eye down here. Oh, now I think I have to sneeze. Let me mute. Oh, hold on. Oh boy. Oh. That was a powerful sneeze. Well, thank you, Timber. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. So yeah, that's the kind of the idea is that, because like I said, I'll draw it down here. Because shirts, generally when you get shirts printed, or at least the places I've been, this is kind of the area right here that you can have. So my idea is, okay, the skull will kind of be right here with the tentacles and all that stuff. And then that bar is going to come down. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Something like that. I mean, it'll be a lot bigger than that. But also, I don't quite, I've not done a design exactly like this before. So I'm not entirely sure what it's going to look like. That's fine. No matter what oh, my dog just made a weird noise. I think she's dreaming. No matter what, wait, okay, I thought it froze. No matter what, I'm going to have the skull as a shirt design, but I want to have more than just that. I know a lot of people just do simple shirt designs, and I could do that. I don't know. I always just have this drive to have it be a little bit more involved. That's just me. All right, so let's see here. Let's do another eye down here. And not really. I've made a couple from the base brushes, but I really don't make them very often. I've bought brushes from other people because I think, you know, there's a lot of other people who are far better at it than me. Oh, there's a hair on my iPad. Come on, hair, get off there. There we go. So no, I generally don't. Oh, it just moved over there. Oh, come on, get off. There we go. No, I've messed around a little bit, but you know, I really don't need that much complexity either. What I often buy the brushes for are a lot of effects. And I probably, if I spent a lot of time, could make effects brushes. But the reality is a lot of other people have for pretty cheap. So I have no problem just supporting other people who like doing this stuff. It's not something I particularly enjoy. So no, I've not created a brush from scratch. I have adjusted other brushes to fit a use case that I had. But I have not actually made a brush in a way that some of these people do and are really good at. That's why I'm kind of happier to just support those people, and because they obviously are good at it and they like doing it. And that's great, but that's definitely not me. So let's see here. Let's have that one. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to shrink. Damn it, I'm not trying to shrink it. It's one thing about Procreate. Sometimes it was just a little bit smarter on how it interpreted your finger movements. Because I just think sometimes it gets a little bit, I don't know, it not always is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that one like that. I think. I'm going to have that just be a gigantic eye. I kind of like how that is. But I'll have some kind of lid stuff happening here where it's doing that. And that'll intersect with that. That come out here. And I think down here, I'm going to do like a dark area that's all ridged in and stuff. Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you for coming by. That's okay. Listen, if it's late, go. Go. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello for a minute. You could, you know, I appreciate it. So have a wonderful night and get good sleep. Because good sleep is really important. So you're smart to get out now. If you got something early and you got to go to bed, go to bed. Bad sleep will ruin your entire day. Believe me. And it's not worth it. Because this stream will go up on YouTube. And you'll be able to watch it later if you want. And while I appreciate people coming by for the live stuff, I am not trying to boost my live metrics or anything like that. So it's very nice, but do not lose. Literally don't lose any sleep over being here. It's fine. I am all right. But thank you for coming by and have a nice night. Yeah, I think maybe tomorrow I'll be streaming again. I think because I didn't get to do it on Tuesday because I ran into a number of technical issues, which I don't feel like revisiting, but they were not fun. I can say that pretty easily. I was not in the best mood. So, and I thought maybe I was heading that same way tonight when Streamlabs was doing this, getting stuck in some kind of update cycle. Fortunately, it all cleared out. So I'm not going to complain because it did all right. Now, you know what? On some of these other eyes, I think I want to do kind of something like that on these two where there's like dark areas like ridged in here. You know, something like that. Just give me a little bit more texture and kind of life. Not all of them, but some of them. Some already have it. Like this. This one could use this under here. Yeah, something like that. And maybe in a couple spots. There. Yeah, okay. That one's already got it. And most of those other ones have it too, so I'll leave the rest alone. Boy, this one's really faint. Oh, that one's so faint. I think it's because that's the first one I did. I didn't really... There we go. Okay. Oh, man, I think I have to sneeze again. Hold on, I'm going to mute myself. Okay, that was a much smaller sneeze. I made pizza earlier and I put pepper on it, and whenever I use pepper, if there's even a little bit in the air, it seems to make me sneeze. So I'm not shocked that I'm sneezing this much. Okay, I don't have to keep all these layers separate now. I think we can go ahead and combine these because they're pretty much how I want them. So we can go ahead and save myself some layers here. Merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. You know, I'll just do it this way. This is faster. Faster. Group. Take the group. Flatten the group. There you go. Eye group done. So now let's go to our black brush. And let's see what size we have selected here. Well, it's not a bad size. What size is that? 3 or 5? That's 5? Yeah, that's the 5. Well, let's see. Let's go to 7. Right, what's 10? 10 is probably... Yeah, I don't want to do 10. Let's do 7. 7's good. We'll do 7. And then for some of the in-between stuff, I'll probably go down to like 5 or 4. But let's start with the eyes. Let's start with the eyes. And I'm not going to worry about these lines being all that straight or clean because they wouldn't be. Eyes aren't like that. So we're just going to go ahead and do these as they're going and not worry about it being overly perfect or symmetrical because that's not how organic parts of people are. Very, very rarely actually symmetrical. Occasionally you will find some, rare people who have symmetrical features, but it is pretty rare. Most people, that's just not how bodies are constructed. It's not like machines where everything is clean and very beautiful lines. But that's okay. There can be beauty in asymmetry as well. Not everything has to be symmetrical. And I say that as somebody who loves symmetry. But doesn't mean it has to be all like that. And as you can see, I'm not worrying over much about the lines following exactly. They do not need to in this case. They can just be close. Now that line was a complete one, so I had to be careful on closing that one. Go ahead and do this shape here. There we are. Let's see, did I miss any? Well, yeah, I could do all these. Because I'm going to do kind of two layers of lines. As I've done similar in other streams, so this should not be. If you've seen other streams, you're gonna recognize what I'm doing here because I've done the same thing before. This will not be overly new for most people. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, teeth are gonna be a little tricky because I'm gonna do every other tooth so that I can intersect the lines and easily erase them. Right on the end, of course. Tooth was good till I hit the end. So where are we at time-wise? Let's take a look. 33. Yeah, this will probably be a 45-minute stream. Not going to be not going to be an hour one this time, I don't think. Come back. There you go. Not for any particular reason, really. Actually, let's do this one. My eyes are a bit tired today, so I'm going to give them a bit of a break. I look at a computer screen almost all day, and most days it doesn't really bother me all that much, but there are days, and I'm sure the older I get these days will increase, where my eyes are just like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of looking at a screen, so can we maybe take a break from that? And since my eyes are kind of important for me being able to do artwork, I try to listen to them when they're telling me stuff. Obviously not literally telling me stuff, but when I'm getting signals that maybe my eyes are tired, I tend to listen to those signals. I think that's a good idea. Let's do it this way. No, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. This will be interesting. Let's see if I can do this clean on the first try. Ooh, I did. Didn't expect that to go that easily. Usually I end up screwing up the intersection of the lines, so. Yep. So yeah, next Tuesday, no stream. I can tell you that right now because I'll be doing the second half of the newest double feature episode that I'm recording with Dr. Doug Bielmeyer, in which we talk about the Clive Barker film, The Lord of Illusions. A movie which had a theatrical cut and then later got a director's cut, which I prefer. I usually prefer the director's cut. Not always. There have been cases where the director's cut was not as good as the theatrical cut, but it's rare. Most of the time with movies, I end up preferring the director's cut for a couple reasons. One, because I think in many cases it's a more accurate representation of what the director wanted. So there's that part of it. But also because a lot of times it is just legitimately better. Not always. There are exceptions. I'm trying to think of one. There's one I should be able to think of right off the top of my head. And The Warriors. Yeah, I do not prefer the comic booky director's cut that Walter Hill put out for The Warriors. I think it really it doesn't add a thing. And it just, I don't know, it's so weirdly out of place to me. I think because it's unnecessary. And if you don't know, The Warriors is a movie from, oh boy, is it 1970? Oh, hold on, I have to look it up now because I don't want to get this wrong. The Warriors, I want to say 77, but I could be wrong about that. 79. So 79. Movie from 1979. It's based on a book by the same name, which I read, and in some ways is clearly where the movie came from, and in other ways is vastly different, which is really interesting. But in any event, a well-known movie for people who are fans of kind of 70s film, and I don't know, I don't know what you would really. It's sort of I guess it would be considered a thriller. Not really sure. Some people have called it an action film. I don't know that I'd call it an action film. There is action in it, but that's not really what it's about. It doesn't feel like to me. So I would not call it an action film. But anyway, it was released, and I think when it came out, there was all kinds of stuff around it, which is largely a lot of nonsense. Where, people said that, it inspired people to have these violent fights in the movie theaters. No real evidence of any of that ever actually happening. I think that was a lot of just people not liking the subject matter of the movie, which does concern a gang in New York. So you can understand why, especially in the 70s in New York City, which was not a particularly great period for the city, where there was a lot of crime, and it was a lot different than today. If you've only seen New York City in recent years, it was much, much different when I was younger. And I only caught the end of it. I didn't even really see the bad part. New York City for a while was a really dangerous place to be. You can go find, there's footage of it. There's news reports, and there's film of it, and you can see that it was not a great place to be. People talk about it now, there's a lot of crime. Let me tell you something. The people today have no idea what the crime was like there. It was pretty bad. And then it got cleaned up, and it got, as I like to say, Disneyfied. And it is a far safer place to be now, even in its worst parts, than it was in the 70s. That's for sure. Yeah, that was... it's funny to think about it today because so much of New York City is really very, very safe and has become kind of a touristy thing. Which, there's downsides to that too. Because I don't know, it's hard to get into. I'm not going to start talking about it now because I could go on for an hour about that. But I don't think it's bad. I certainly don't think New York City should be unsafe for people. I'm not suggesting that at all. But it does feel like when it got cleaned up, there was a bit of a soul to the city that was lost. Probably worthwhile trade. Although I think much like San Francisco and a lot of other big cities, there's a lot of the people who got kind of pushed out of it were people who really made the city what it was, because people can't afford to live there anymore. And that's really a shame. There's really something that's sad about the fact that a lot of cities, the very communities that made them great and made them what they were, many of those people can't afford to live there anymore, have been shut out. And, because they don't have as much money as the younger people coming in, or just the richer people that are coming into the city. And so these people who, again, were the lifeblood of the city for a long time, they can't afford to live there. That happens in San Francisco a lot. It happens in New York City quite a lot. And I think it's a shame. It's too bad. Because, like I said, in many cases, these places wouldn't be the places they are without a lot of these communities and a lot of these people. And instead, what happens is these places become popular and trendy, and so younger people with more money just kind of come in. And pretty soon, the people who, again, were the kind of backbone of these communities, they're out. They can't afford to live there. And that's too bad. I think there's definitely... Oops, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay. Or I was on the right layer, but it was turned off. I don't think that's... I don't think it's a good thing in the long term. It's short term. Yeah, there's a lot of money there. But eventually what happens, and you can kind of see this with New York especially, is these cities all kind of become the same. They lose a lot of their identity because the people who helped forge that identity are gone. They die and their kids can't afford to live there anymore. Or they're forced out because they themselves can't live there anymore, and then everything just becomes the same. It all just kind of feels like the same thing. And so San Francisco today feels a lot like New York in some ways. And, I've talked to people who live in places like Chicago, and they say the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, all these cities are kind of just becoming the same thing. And that's too bad. That's not really how it should be. You should go to a city and you should really feel the identity of that place because of, the history around it. And I think some of that's getting lost. I don't know what the solution is. Not that smart. Can't tell you that. But I think it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few years, because I think there is going to be a kind of a reevaluation of a lot of places. Because I think people will just think that a lot of spots are bland. They just kind of lost. Oh, no, I did that wrong. It should be going under there. There we are. I don't know. Could be wrong. I will freely admit that I could be wrong about all that, but it feels like maybe it's at least a possibility. So let's do this. Let's turn on. Wait. Not that one. Where's... Okay, let's turn that off for a minute. So let's start with layer... layers 13. Alright, let's go. Actually, you know what? No, I do need that one back on. I need this back on. Okay, let's max out layer 10. Layer 13's maxed. That's maxed. Max all these. Let's put these in their actual numeric order. So 10. 10 was the first one, so we're okay with 10. Let's cut 11 down to 45%. And let's go in here and let's see where it is. There it is. Okay, wrong eraser. There we are. Wait, did that go to... No, it doesn't have to be that eraser. Okay, here we go. This will probably be the last thing I do on the stream, is just this cleanup here. Kind of give myself some clean eye lines. And, yeah, I am going to plan to do a stream tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee it, but that is my plan as of right now. Probably about the same time, if not a little bit later. Maybe a shade later. But that'll be the plan. And then, yes, I will be aiming to stream on Halloween. Probably doing either this image or the goblin that I was working on the other day. Let's see. Oh, I put those on the same layer. That was a mistake. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I should not have done that. Exactly for why you just saw, because now I have to try to erase it correctly to have both of the angles right, which is why I try never to have them on the same layer that way. But I must have missed that when I was doing it earlier. Not a huge deal, just what it is. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Read a really, really fascinating book today. Finished. I didn't read it today. I finished it today. Makes it sound like I read it one day. I did not. Really, really interesting book called Service Model. It's pretty recent. I don't know what the year was, but and I can't pronounce the author's name. I'll butcher it, I'm sure. Good book, though. Science fiction book. About a future where robots have kind of been put in charge of most of the everyday things that human beings do. I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. It started off, and I wasn't sure that I was going to really like it for a while, and then it really picked up steam at the end and had really a dynamite ending. I really cannot emphasize enough how much I enjoyed the ending. Like I said, I'd already liked the book, but then that ending, that ending really delivered. It was very, very good. So, Service Model. Damn, I did it again there. Did the same thing right there. Did the same layer. Wasn't paying attention. Very clearly was not paying attention. Fortunately, I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but it's really stupid that I wasn't keeping an eye on that, because usually I'm pretty good at it. There. All right, now let's max that out. Let's go to 12. Let's lower 12. Whoop, go to 12. There we go. Erase, erase. No, that stays. That's okay. Erase. Let's see. Erase, erase. That's okay there. That gets erased. That gets erased. That gets erased. That gets erased. I think I'm okay with those. I'm okay there. Here we go. Erase, erase. That's okay, that's okay. Erase, erase. Didn't freeze, right? Nope, didn't freeze. Good, good. We're doing good on the freeze part. Freezing is doing well, so that's a plus. Happy about that. Has not frozen as much as it has some other nights. You know, it's very good about coming back. I also really shouldn't complain too much about that. It used to be when it froze before, that virtually guaranteed the end of the stream. Almost always. That was it, because it just would not come back. So that has definitely improved. Can't complain about that too much. I mean, I could, but I shouldn't, because it's really not that bad. Okay. All right. Okay. Those are good. All right. Let's go to 13. Let's lower 13. Let's take a quick look. Oh, there's 13 right there. Oh. Wait, did I not? Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Why did I not? Sorry. I don't know why I missed that, but I obviously did. What is that one? That's not 13. Okay, let's see. Is anything on 13? Oh, yes. Yes, there are some on 13. There we go. And get rid of that little thing. And that little thing. That stays. That's fine. That's good. Good. We're good there. Oh, we got some here. Erase. Erase. That's okay. All right, so I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, right here. Yeah, I must not have seen that when I had it. Unless I didn't lower that one. I can't remember. Maybe I didn't lower that one. Maybe I started with the one underneath it, which was... Not a big deal. I'm fixing it now, but that was kind of dumb not to start with the top layer because it was kind of bouncing all over, especially with the teeth. Okay. Okay. That and that. And that. And that. All right. Teeth are good. Let's do a quick check. Let me turn that off and just see here. It's actually sometimes easier to see it this way. I'm betting that's that layer. Yep, sure is. Yeah, I did not turn that layer off. That's okay. Oh, now I have to cough for some reason. There we go. That was quick. All right, let's see. That's all okay. That's good. Oh, yeah. Let's get that cleaned up. There we are. Ah, wrong layer. Here it is. Missed that little nub right there. Let's see. That's fine. How's this looking? Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. There's T. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, too much. Just gotta get that little bit. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Where is this? Ah. There we are. Missed that one. Got it done. This is probably this one. Oh no, it's 11. Yeah, I missed that too. It's okay. I'm getting it right now. With this many lines, it's virtually impossible for me not to miss something. I mean, that was almost a guarantee with this many little things going around. You know, I'm gonna just tighten that up. Okay. All right, I think those are all done now. Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. That's a good place to stop. So we're going to bring that to a close right here. So let me do that. And yeah, this thing is going along. It's going along. It's going to take a while because there's a lot of line work and stuff in there to do. But that's okay because it just gives me stuff to stream. So I'm not going to complain about it. That is okay. So thank you for stopping by. Sorry it's been longer than I expected. Let me get a drink of water. My throat is pretty dry. One second. Ooh, water is good. Yeah, so like I said, I was not intending it to be quite this long, but Tuesday's technical snafus pretty much guaranteed I wasn't going to be streaming. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, oh boy, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I believe I will do a stream at some point tomorrow. And otherwise, I will plan to stream on Halloween next week unless something comes up. So probably Monday, Thursday next week. That's the plan. We'll see. On that note, I should be streaming tomorrow, but on the off chance I don't, you're here live. Have a great weekend, but I am planning to. If you're listening to this later, well, have a great whatever's coming up for you. It might be the whole week. It might be the weekend, whatever it is. And I appreciate you coming by live or later. Either way doesn't matter to me. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for people who stop by live and say hello like Timber Dragon. Thank you, Timber Dragon. Good to see you. But if you're watching this later, that's perfectly fine. I know people are in different time zones. Again, I'm not that hung up on the live thing. People can show up. That's great. If they see it later, that's great too. So whatever you do, keep a lot of creativity in your life because I think it's good for your mind, your body, and your soul. So go from here. Watch somebody else doing something. Watch somebody else streaming. Go watch somebody else drawing, doing music, whatever. Again, thanks for coming by. And until the next stream, thanks for being here and take care.